On the phone, I have Serge Soroka, the VP of Sales and Marketing for Tech Inline, the remote
Uh,
desktop service. What were some of the difficulties you guys encountered along the way, in developing something like this? It doesn't seem like an easy project. So for people that don't understand, what this product does is it allows you to log on to your computer into a service they provide, and then have your other party grab what's called a client ID, which is just a six-digit code that they can then plug in, and then you have remote access of their computer. So you can basically work on another person's computer from wherever you are. And that's just for people that didn't quite understand the service. Yeah. But also we want to get into some other questions for you, because clearly Tech Inline, like you previously mentioned, is striving to grow and expand in the industries.
we plan on expanding by, increasing the functionality of our product and basically integrating more features into the product. So basically, we rely on our customers for input into some of the functions which they would like to see us integrate into our product. And the list includes things like file transfer and recording of sessions and collecting system information and things like remote printing, things like that. So we believe that this is the best way to expand in this market, is to basically hear the input from our customers and basically give them the features which they would like to see. And in the near future, we also plan on launching a marketing program which will increase customer awareness of our product. So
So who is that? Who is that target market? I mean, how difficult is the product to use? I mean, I've used the product and it doesn't seem difficult to me, but I'm on a computer all the time. But to the average person, how difficult is it from point one to...
well, just like you mentioned, the way of logging on is very easy. The way of gaining access to the remote computer, all you have to do is open up a page and read six digits. Anyone can do that. You don't have to be a very advanced PC user to do something like that. So I would say
So,
target market is mostly small to mid-sized businesses. It's more about not who can use it, but who can afford to use it. And basically, some of the smaller to mid-sized businesses, they have limitations of financial resources, and therefore they're often turned away from big companies such as WebEx and LogMeIn. So, at the same
well,
time, yeah, go ahead, Scott.
let's touch on WebEx and LogMeIn. I mean, you guys are developing small business, competing in an industry with some larger firms such as Citrix and LogMeIn. They obviously have access to much larger resources than you at this stage. You guys are a developing company. You're doing quite well, but you guys are still a developing company. And what allows you to stay competitive in this environment and grow as an organization?
That's actually a very good question, and the main thing that we're trying to do as a small business is to try to be as close as to each individual client as possible. Uh, just like you mentioned, some of the larger names out there, such as WebEx, uh, they have a difficult time in terms of their bureaucracy within their organization of responding to various problems which their clients might have. Uh, we, as you may have seen on our website, we guarantee technical support answers within 12 hours. Usually those questions that our customers would have are answered within an hour. 90% of the time they're answered within an hour. That is the
Right.
main way we try to compete. We try to, as a small business, we understand the limitations, we understand some of the things that other small businesses need. So we try to appeal to them in that sense. And, the thing that allows us to compete is basically the price. We're 10 times cheaper than that same WebEx that we mentioned. Uh, we don't give up that much in terms of functionality. So as we will continue to grow, we will try to maintain both our price advantage as well as the aspect of being a small business and being responsive and responsible to our customers' needs.
So there had to be a lot of difficulties. I mean, a lot of people who develop software understand, some of the things you encounter in the process. Being able to run something locally and develop it. But being able to develop an application that actually goes across all firewalls and across proxies, and regardless of your IP, these two computers are able to connect. You know, it's there had to be some difficulties in developing this product. What are some of the problems that you guys ran into when you were putting this thing together?
Well, the main problem initially was the fact that this product was developed by an individual person, by one person, not by a team of developers. It was developed on by one person without access to a large amount of financial resources that some of the other firms use to develop products. And however, at the same time, this is not exactly a disadvantage because it allowed us to create something that is quick, that is easy to use, the size of which is only 200 kilobytes, for instance, whereas some of the other software out there is much larger because it is more complex. And another challenge that arose was in 2007, a lot of developers of software, they encountered the difficulty of making their software compatible with Windows Vista.
So what does it cost me to be with you guys? And you are Windows Vista compatible?
Yes.
So your program does work with Windows Vista, just to mention that for our Vista users out there.
Sure.
But what?
Excuse me. Every single system out there, so that is something
okay.
I mention also.
All right. So in the future, what are we expecting in the terms of upgrades? What are you guys working on right now?
That's another good question. Our next addition in terms of features is a chat system, which will allow the remote computer have access to the host computer, and they can basically communicate between one another. And we have in the past been asked to add this feature, and we're always trying, as I mentioned, to respond to our clients' needs. And this is something that will be ready within 2 weeks' time. So stay tuned. And following this, we want to even further simplify the process of connection to the remote computer. So probably by the end of this year, which is about a month away, we should have something in place which makes it even more simpler than simply reading the numbers, logging onto the page and reading the numbers. It should even simplify things further.
So what at the end of the day, what I really wonder is how much it costs me versus how much your competitor costs, and why I want you guys versus your competitor, and what you guys really provide for me. Because at the end of the day, I can use your system to make money, to log on to other people's computers and remotely fix them, or not have to drive over to grandma's house to fix her computer, or to show her something real quickly. So talk a little bit about your price point versus your competitor's price point.
The thing that sets us apart in terms of the functionality of our product is the fact that the connection to the remote computer that we offer, the Tech Inline offers, is probably the simplest out there, the most easiest and one of the fastest. For the price of, just like you mentioned, some of the larger players such as WebEx, we believe that our main benefit that we provide is the price advantage which we give. But at the same time, most of our customers have said that the ease of connection, the ease with which they can access their clients' computers is probably next to none in the industry. So
right.
Yeah, so being a small to a mid-sized business, and you yourself as a small business, it's something that can be very useful for your needs. And the fact that our technical support staff is always waiting and always responding and always solving all of the issues which arise sets us apart from our competitors, because just like I mentioned, some of the competitors, they take days to respond, whereas we take a matter of hours, sometimes 1 hour to respond to a need.
Excellent. All right, Serge Soroka, VP Sales and Marketing, Tech Inline, now soon to be in Canada, U.S., United Kingdom, and their development team is in Russia. Thanks again for joining us today, and everybody check them out, techinline.com. Talk to you soon. Have a great day, and thanks again for being on the show.
Thank you for having me on, Scott. Have a good day.
All right.